G.K. Chesterton's The Blue Cross introduces readers to a fascinating interplay between two detectives whose methods and philosophies could not be more distinct, Father Brown and Valentine. While Father Brown's character has traditionally garnered attention for his unconventional, intuitive approach to solving mysteries, the character of Valentine serves as an equally compelling counterpoint, embodying the modern, empirical, and methodical detective. Analyzing Valentine, and his contrasting comparisons with Father Brown, opens up a broader discussion about the balance between rationality and intuition, a theme that resonates as powerfully today as it did in Chesterton's time. The Blue Cross is a short detective story by G.K. Chesterton, first published in 1910 as part of The Innocence of Father Brown. The story follows Valentine, a renowned French detective, as he pursues the elusive criminal Flambeau in London. However, the case takes an unexpected turn when Father Brown, a humble and unassuming priest, outwits Flambeau first by using his deep understanding of human nature. Through a series of seemingly bizarre and random actions, Father Brown manages to alert the police and ensure Flambeau's capture. The story showcases Chesterton's signature blend of mystery, wit, and philosophical depth. Chesterton, a prolific writer and Christian apologist, used the Father Brown series to challenge rationalist and materialist views, emphasizing intuition and moral insight over pure logic. Written in the early 20th century, the story reflects the era's fascination with detective fiction as well as the battle to reconcile intellect and faith. Valentine represents the archetype of the conventional detective, a la Holmes or Poirot. His approach to investigation is rooted in logic, systematic reasoning, and a reliance on observable evidence. This methodical approach, emblematic of modern investigative techniques, contrasts sharply with Father Brown's seemingly casual yet deeply perceptive manner. Valentine's character is confident in his analytical skills and accustomed to working within the frameworks of established institutions, but is able to recognize the limits of pure reason and rationality. His reliance on empirical methods leads him to pursue leads with a focus on quantifiable results. It is precisely this strength that can become a weakness when faced with cases that defy conventional logic. Father Brown, for instance, is often able to discern motives and subtleties that elude Valentine's more structured methodology. In today's era, where forensic science, data analytics, and algorithm-driven investigations have become the norm, Valentine symbolizes the merits, as well as the potential limitations, of relying solely on measurable, tangible evidence. In contrast, Father Brown operates on a different wavelength. His methods are less about the accumulation of physical clues and more about understanding the human mind. While Valentine might meticulously gather facts and follow leads with a scientific precision, Father Brown relies on his profound insight into human nature, intuition, and a deep understanding of sin and redemption. The juxtaposition of these two approaches serves as a reminder that while modernity has ushered in powerful tools and methodologies for problem solving, there remains an irreplaceable value in the softer, more interpretive dimensions of human judgment. Neither Father Brown nor Valentine alone would have been able to capture Flambeau, but through their combined efforts and approaches, they make short work of the master criminal. In a contemporary environment that prioritizes cold, hard data, the contrast between Father Brown and Valentine underscores the need for a balanced approach that incorporates both rational analysis and intuitive empathy. Furthermore, the interplay between Valentine and Father Brown can be seen as a microcosm of broader societal debates about the roles of science and faith in understanding the world. Valentine's modern, rationalist methods mirror the scientific advancements that have reshaped society, yet they are tempered by the unpredictable and often irrational nature of human behavior, an area where Father Brown's methods excel. The friction between these two approaches encourages modern readers to consider that the truth often lies not in the isolated application of one's methodology, but in the synthesis of both reason and intuition. This synthesis is especially relevant in today's multifaceted world, where complex problems require both technical expertise and a deeper, sometimes less tangible, insight into human relationships and dynamics. Valentine's interactions with Father Brown are also laced with a subtle irony. Valentine is the archetypal detective, following in the footsteps of C. Auguste Dupin, Poe's detective, but he often finds himself at dead ends he's unable to escape on his own. On the other hand, Father Brown, with his bumbling, modest exterior and seemingly casual observations, consistently demonstrates a thorough wisdom and logic, despite his unorthodox appearance, much more fitting to the TV detective Columbo. This contrast does not diminish Valentine's value as a detective, rather it enriches the total story by showcasing how diverse approaches to understanding can complement one another, despite what outer appearances and previous assumptions might suggest. In modern discourse, where interdisciplinary methods are increasingly valued, the dynamic between Valentine and Father Brown serves as a reminder that blending scientific rigor with humanistic insight can often lead to more effective problem solving. In conclusion, the character of Valentine in The Blue Cross is not merely a foil to Father Brown. He is a representation of the modern, rational man, whose methods are both powerful and, at times, incomplete without the complement of intuitive understanding. By juxtaposing Valentine with Father Brown, G.K. Chesterton invites readers to explore a nuanced vision of detective work and problem-solving at large, which acknowledges the strength of empirical reasoning while also celebrating the depth of human intuition. In today's complex world, where we are still trying to balance the objective and subjective, the scientific and spiritual, Chesterton's analysis remains both relevant and instructive, reminding us that the most effective approach to truth often lies at the intersection of logic and empathy.